Now with my AI assistant, I have beautiful presentations, and so will you. You can have a beautiful pitch deck if you want. All right. So we're going to talk about how to use AI, how to launch, grow, and scale our business with the power of AI. So let's talk about the outcomes. At the end of this training, you will be able to understand completely, especially for those of you that are in the not yet category. I definitely want you to, at the end, if we do another poll, to say, I absolutely know 3 ways that I'm going to use AI each and every day to make my life easier and to make my bank account fuller. That sounds good, right? Okay, because the whole reason to use AI is not to displace workers for us small business owners. Our reason to use AI is to grow and scale. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do that. At the end of this presentation, these are all my promises to you. This is what I'm promising you. You are going to be able to have 3 AI tools that are going to help you to be able to grow your business. Not just that's going to you're going to use, but it's going to help you grow. Because if we're not growing, what's happening? We're sinking, right? So we definitely want to be on the growing tip, okay? Um, we're also going to discover new ways to use AI. I've been researching AI not that long, maybe like 6, 7, 8 months. And during those 6 or 7, 8 months, almost every day I learn some new AI tool. That's the wonderful thing about AI. Like social media, it's always changing. So the more I learn, the more I have to share with you. So you're going to learn new ways of using AI. Okay, let's get started. So I want you, Debbie, to imagine that you have your dream assistant. This is someone that on Monday morning is like, how can I help you? That does not ask to leave early on Friday, even though it's Good Friday and they want to go. That is absolutely dedicated and devoted to not just doing the tasks, but learning the way your mind thinks and understanding and predicting what you need next. So before you could ask a first question of this assistant, it's already offering more and more other opportunities. It's getting ready to give you more and more answers. It doesn't need vacation time, it doesn't need workers' compensation pay, doesn't need health insurance, and it is your 24/7, 365 day a year assistant. Who is this? This is your AI. It is a computer system that is taught on a large language model. Don't even worry about all the technological data of how it works. If you want to know that, Google has a free class, and I will give you resources at the end if you want to know all the technology of how AI works. I'm not teaching that today. I am teaching you how to make money using the programs. If you want to learn the back end of the technology of AI, I have resources for you to do that on your own. Okay. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. Artificial intelligence is not robots. There are, when we talk about, robotics, AI has been around forever, helping car companies put together the car that you're driving, right? AI has been around, but generative AI, which is what we're talking about, where you can generate a text prompt into a web page, or you can generate a text prompt into a beautiful image, or a text prompt into a wonderful video. This is what we're talking about with generative AI, how you can learn to use it to grow and scale your business by having your own personal assistant that's literally going to fulfill many, many of the tasks that you, my small business owner, hate to do, right? You're like, I don't want to do this social media stuff. I don't want to do this content. I don't want to write this website, this press release, et cetera, et cetera. Now you have AI. But how can you use it? Let's break it down because I want you to expand your mind. Because many of you, when I asked you, are you using it for social media? You said yes. And you may think that that may be the only way AI can help you, but that's not true. AI can help you predict inventory. In fact, I feel like turning off my camera. I don't know. I don't want to look at myself today. Um, when it comes to predicting inventory, Shopify, which many of you may already have, now has AI in the back end of their website, and the AI in the back end of the website is going to allow you to identify what is selling and what is not selling. AI can even guide you into where to place things on your website so that you get the most sales. And whether it's a product or a service, GoDaddy and WordPress also have AI plugins. I personally use WordPress and GoDaddy, and both of them have AI that I'm currently using. You can also use AI to help write your product descriptions. Why is that so important, writing your product descriptions? Well, as those of you that have taken my classes before know, because I teach also SEO and social media classes, is that if you do not have the keywords on your website, you could have the best product and the best service in the world. But if nobody knows that you exist because it's not included in your product description, guess what? People are not going to buy from you. So AI can help you with writing those product descriptions. You can also create customized personas. What are personas? Part of what you learn at the SBDC is the importance of knowing your target market, right? If you've had any classes from anybody at the SBDC in sales or marketing, not even the SBDC, anywhere. I've taken classes at Google. First thing Google taught me when I took a marketing class was, who is your ideal customer? Your customer avatar or persona, all the same thing. And I said, oh, well, it's a business. It's a Fortune 100 business that, has 100,000 employees that makes, over 10 million a year. I went through the whole list, right? So the clearer you are on your client, the easier it is going to be to sell. Why is it going to be easier to sell? Because you are going to be able to connect with them based on their pains and problems. Marketing 101 is essentially you're solving the problem that your target market has, but you need to know your customer persona. I'm actually teaching an 8-week class on business, launching your business, getting your business online. And one of the first things we do is identify what is the unique selling proposition for the client, and then who is their target market. And when you know that, all of the messaging on your website, on your social media, in your email, it's totally clear. You know who you're talking to, you know their problems, and you simply position your product or service to solve that. So easy, right? AI can also help you with business valuations if you want to sell your company, marketing plans. One of the things that I do with clients in one-on-one sessions, if you're needing one, there's no cost when you're a client of the Pasadena Small Business Development Center. For those of you that want information on that, at the end, Annie will give it to you. We can do a whole social media marketing plan and a day-by-day content calendar of what to post. It's kind of like if you were on a diet and I'm your trainer or nutritionist, I would tell you, okay, Monday we're going to eat salmon with asparagus. Tuesday we're going to have Brussels sprouts and steak, right? Whatever. Same thing with social media. You're able to get a step-by-step marketing plan that tells you what to post, when to post, where to post, why to post, how to post. There's still little bits of AI that need improvement when it comes to hashtags, etc. And ChatGPT 3 and ChatGPT 4 is not equal. So you definitely want to be aware of that. But I'm going to give you a demo and show you so that you'll know what I mean and decide if you want to upgrade. You can also write a business plan. I'm actually going to be rewriting my book. I had a book released like 15 years ago. It needs to be re-released. So I'm going to re-release a new edition. Um, you can write an ebook, and you can write it in your own tone of voice. So say you've already been writing blogs, you can ask your ChatGPT bot to write it in your style of writing. Ooh la la. You can also analyze financial statements. I had a client the other day who owns a boat company. They do fishing, they also do corporate cruises, they do this and that. And she was able to use ChatGPT to create an Excel spreadsheet, which she does not know how to use Excel. They created all the formulas for her, and she was able to collect 80% of her accounts receivables that were outstanding that she didn't have a hold on. So she was able to get her entire cash flow back on track. I was going to say back on board, back on ship. Otherwise, the ship was about to sink by using Chat GPT. Wow. Okay. Presentations, pitch decks. You see this presentation? I have been able to now take my speaking to companies that you may have heard of, like Netflix, because now I have quality presentations, that I don't have to hire someone to. I was going to hire someone to create a presentation for me for Netflix. And then I realized, wait a minute, I have Canva Magic. They can do it for me and I could look totally professional. All right. What else can we do with AI? It goes on, and this is not even a full list. Everything that I'm sharing with you is really geared toward social media and marketing because that's what I teach. If there was another consultant teaching this class and they were an email expert or they were a financial expert, they would give you another 50 AI tools based on their experience. So you really want to know this is just the tip of the iceberg. What you want to think about as a small business owner is write down all of the tasks that you do on a daily basis that you hate, that you don't want to do, and that you want to delegate. Because if you hate it, you need to delegate, right? If you hate it, you need to delegate it because, I mean, some people would say, oh, just do it. It's the price of doing business. You just have to grin and bear it. It's not the best use of your time and energy to do menial tasks. You want to be able to do business development and be making relationships that get you not just one stream of revenue, but multiple streams of revenue, both passive, active, residual, etc. Okay. All right. Enough of my preaching. Sorry. I was just teaching a money mindset class. Okay. Copywriting for blogs. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that your webmaster has told you. I know my webmaster told me. They say Google loves blogs or the search engine loves blogs. You need to write blogs. And you're like, really? I don't even have time to go eat lunch. And you want me to write a freaking blog? You're like rolling your eyes at your webmaster, like, are you serious right now with this blog? And you're like, yeah, right. And then you don't do it. And then you realize, wait a minute. I'm not getting traffic to my website. I'm not getting phone calls. I'm not getting sales. Maybe I do have to write that darn blog, but what do I write it about? Well, guess what? You can go to Answer the Public, which is a wonderful free site, and type in your keywords. Now, what are your keywords? Your keywords are the words that your avatar, your ideal client that doesn't know you, this is your future client, your prospect, type in those two words that they're going to type into Google to be able to find you. So let me give you an example. Yesterday I was exhausted from speaking nonstop everywhere, and I went to like a wellness center where they do like infrared sauna, red light therapy, cryo, compression, all this biohacking stuff that us peak performance gurus love to do, right? So a friend of mine wanted to go, but she lives in Oakland, and she says, well, what would be the words that I would enter in Google to find it? And I was like, oh, that's a good question. I said wellness center, but wellness center was too generic. She was getting like acupuncture studios. So we said biohacking. And then all of a sudden she found all the infrared saunas, all the cryo, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So you need to write blogs that have the keywords. If you go to Answer the Public, you put the keywords, they'll give you all of the questions that your target market is searching for into the search engine. on answerthepublic.com, totally free. Then you go over to ChatGPT or Copilot or whoever you use for your AI assistant copywriter, and you say, please write a 350 word blog answering this question. You pick one of the questions from Answer the Public. By the way, this is what influencers have been doing for years. Why do you think influencers are so popular? Because they're cute or pretty or charismatic? Part of it. But the other part of it is they're providing entertainment or information that people want to consume. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to reverse engineer, find out what your target market is looking for, and then you're going to tell your AI, write a blog on this. So, like, let me give you an example. I do public speaking coaching, right? So say I go to Answer the Public and say public speaking for professionals, and it gives me all these questions. You know, how do I not get nervous before a speech? How to speak in front of a crowd without getting anxiety, and all these things. And I'm not even thinking of those things because I don't have fear of speaking, right? But I'm getting into the mind of my ideal customer, finding out what their pains are, what their problems are, and what's really going to get them to hire me. And then I have ChatGPT write a 350 word blog. Of course, I edit it. Of course, I customize it. But instead of taking me 20 hours because I'm ADD, it'll take me like 20 minutes. Okay, to get this blog where I need to be. And AI can even make the images for that blog. Okay, very, very important. All right. You could also use it for ebooks, articles, letters. Have you ever had to write a letter? Anybody, a landlord in here, and you're like annoyed and angry, and you know the letter or the email is not going to come off great if you're angry, so you need to neutralize it. You could put your angry thing and say, "Can you write this in a more neutral tone?" And have the letter rewritten for you. Ooh la la, that's good. You could write articles for your LinkedIn, press releases. And to be honest with you, this when they say that AI is taking away jobs, this is where it is taking away jobs. I'm not saying it doesn't, because people that are copywriters, people that are public relations people, people like me that, well, not like me because I'm more of a speaker, but people that are social media marketing gurus. I mean, a lot of the social media marketing gurus have already been using AI for your stuff and taking your money and then using AI. Now you can avoid the middleman, right? Um, Content creation, we're going to talk about that. I'm actually going to show you some content creation hands-on because I think that'll help you. I have a whole other webinar that I teach here at the Pasadena Small Business Development Center on podcast production, because AI can now help you speed up your podcast production. Makes me want to do a podcast on AI because there's not that many, and I could interview all the gurus of AI. Anyway, see, and I wouldn't want to do it without AI because it would be too difficult and challenging. That's why I stopped. I did one podcast, How to Be a Paid Speaker, 72 episodes, and another one on aligning for success during the pandemic, which basically kept me alive and positive. We could use AI to schedule clients, customer service. What do I mean by that? There's an AI tool called ManyChat. By the way, those of you, I forgot to tell you, that are writing copious notes, we are recording this, and we also are going to give you a copy of the presentation. And also at the end, I'm going to give you a resource sheet with all of the greatest AI tools that I have found. So you can take notes, but you don't have to, because I took notes for you. Okay. Do not worry. With AI, it's all about ease and grace, right? Okay. So for customer service, there's a tool called ManyChat. And what ManyChat does is it takes our Facebook, takes our WhatsApp. Some people use WhatsApp for marketing, like multi-level marketers, and Instagram, and it automates the comment section. So as you follow my advice, you're going to have a new problem that I have. Your new problem is not that you don't have an enough business, is that you have so much business that you're trying to keep up with good customer service, right? So how can you do that without breaking the bank, hiring a million people? You could use a chat bot. Just like Amazon is using a chat bot with you, just like Ann Taylor is using a chat bot with you, Michael Kors. You're going to use a chat bot with your people. And you're going to program the chat bot to answer all of the frequently asked questions that people always ask. It's not rocket scientist, it's redundant, and you know what it is. And you're going to be able to solve those pain and problems for your target market right there. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So ManyChat is really great for that, for customer service. And there's also AI chatbots that you can install as plugins for your website. It'll probably take you 20 to 40 minutes to program the chatbot. And when I say program, everybody knows what FAQs are, right? Frequently asked questions. I don't mean like technological programming. I mean, you just give them all the questions that people will ask and you give them the answers. And by the way, if you don't know the questions that your clients may ask ChatGPT because ChatGPT is your best assistant. And because it wants to learn you and please you and make you happy and fulfill all your needs and dreams, it will be happy to give you the list of the FAQs for you. See what I'm saying? All of this is being done for you. Gosh, we love AI, don't we? Golly, it's just so awesome. Okay, let me stop praising AI. AI, we love you. Okay. Um, we'll talk about the downsides if you want to. I just like to focus on all the benefits and the ways it's going to help you make money and save money and et cetera, et cetera. Speaking of that, if you need an intern, Pasadena City College has some really great interns. You can write a job description for a social media marketing intern with ChatGPT or Microsoft Pilot. I don't want to seem like I'm sponsored by ChatGPT because I'm not. It's just my favorite right now. That may change because it does change fast because there's always new and improved apps, but it's kind of like social media. You know, there's a million social media platforms, but there's only six major players, right? Like Meta and Google and Microsoft, et cetera. TikTok, ByteDance, we'll see if they stick around. So with AI, there's some major players, which are the same as the social media players, really. Microsoft, Meta, Apple, et cetera. Okay. So I've said a lot, and I want to just answer your questions now on the ways you can use it. By the way, this is not a comprehensive list, and my list is very swayed or geared toward marketing and social media. Why? Because that's what I do every day. So I haven't spent a lot of time investigating all the sales tools for AI or all the financial tools for AI. But there are. Okay. So go into the Q&A if you don't mind and type any questions you have so I can stop. Remember, I told you I would stop and take your questions. So, and then I'll move on. And if you don't have questions, we'll just move on. No questions? Okay. In the Q&A, if you want to put your questions, right now I see 0 questions, says no open questions. Oh, anonymous attendee. By the way, anonymous attendee, if you can put your name because Annie needs it for attendance. There's no fee for this class, but we just do need to record who's here. So that would be really great. Or if you can give it to me, then I can maybe rename you. No, I don't think it's letting me. Yes, there is a difference between free and paid AI. And when I do the demo, I will show you. Okay. Debbie says, what is the website? Yeah, Answer the Public. Yep, that's right. Answer the Public. Um, it's just answerthepublic.com. And you get 3 free questions per day. You're welcome. You can dance. You can dance, same thing. If you can put your full name for Annie, that would be great. So she could take attendance. And you can you just go to the 3 dots and you click rename and then it'll be there. We will talk about the downsides of AI. It's coming up on the next slide. So we are about to get to that in a minute. I thought it would be helpful to start with the benefits. Okay, let's go to the downsides for You Can Dance. All right. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I still have more benefits. Then we'll get to the downsides, okay? You can dance. All right. Annie, I'm trying to help you, but I don't, you might have to chat with each person individually and get their name because maybe people don't know how to change their name. And you could just chat with them and get their name. Okay, benefits of AI. So part of the benefits of AI are efficiency and automation. So a lot of things that took us so long is fast and swift. Have you noticed when you're using LinkedIn, those of you that your ideal clients are Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies, you are a B2B business, you definitely want to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is freaking amazing. I have so many amazing clients from LinkedIn. And LinkedIn will efficiently rewrite whatever you write. Oftentimes I'm in a rush when I'm on there and I'm writing something and it'll rewrite it beautifully. So we love the efficiency. We love the automation, like ManyChat is going to automatically get people to know, like, and trust you. It's going to automatically get people on your email list. It's going to automatically redirect people to your YouTube channel or to your website. We love it. We also love AI because it is personalized customer experience. In fact, AI is always growing and developing, and the future iterations of AI are going to be more human-like, which can be a little scary, but it's true. Um, so it's going to really sound like even they're going to have customer service agents that are robots, but they're going to sound like humans and be programmed even with inflections and pauses and everything that a human would have. Scary, but true. Data-driven decisions, because AI is so fast, within seconds, it will crunch numbers that even a calculator couldn't keep up with. It's going to help us because we're going to make decisions like, say, you can dance. You're thinking about, do I want to keep this dance class? You know, we love children's ballet, but, you know, we're not getting as many people to sign up for adult ballet. Maybe we should get rid of adult ballet. And then you can look at the numbers and look at the revenue and say, oh, well, we have less students, but they're paying more because they're coming multiple times a week. We should keep adult ballet. Okay, great. All right. Cost reduction. One of the ways that AI helped me to reduce costs dramatically is, well, not dramatically, but yeah, dramatically. I had hired a digital marketing person to do my editing, and they were charging me 150, no, $250 a month to give me 5 edited pieces of content. And I found out that an AI app was doing the same exact thing. And instead of paying 250 a month, I paid 150 a year. And instead of getting 5 edited pieces a month, I was getting 20 a month. What? I was getting ripped off. Okay. So I was able to fire that, and 250 times 12, you do the math of how much I was paying, over $3,000. That now goes back into my company to be able to use in other places, like hiring a virtual assistant. Now, just because I have AI doesn't mean I don't have a real life assistant. I love my real life assistant, and my real life assistant uses AI to create my website, to create my newsletter, and create my social media. Just I'm not doing it. So it's wonderful. Okay, so we have cost reduction. AI is relatively easy to use. I'm going to give you some demos on the top 3 AI apps that I love. And we're going to actually do some trainings coming up in months to come where we have labs and you're going to actually have your computer and I'm going to do live coaching, getting you up to speed. So that's coming up. Annie will tell you about that. It's very easy. And there's a lot of mundane tasks that we do all the time, like posting on social media, like email marketing, like updating our website that now AI can help us with. Okay, cool. Any questions on this slide before I go to the drawbacks of AI? Nothing like cold coffee. Okay, let's go. Drawbacks of AI, just for you can dance. All right, so there's always going to be an environmental impact whenever we're using crunching data with computers. So that does have a carbon footprint. There can be issues with accessibility, inequality for lower income people. However, wonderful programs like Pasadena City College and SBDC that have access to computers and access to internet and libraries. I mean, even I teach a lot in Ventura, and there's a lot of farm workers there that don't speak English and don't have computers and don't have internet. All of the libraries and local city programs have access. So as long as somebody has an access to the library, they have access to AI, right? So um, there is, I don't think it says it on here, but AI also has cultural competency issues. Like I asked it to do an image of a Latina, which I'm a Latina, and it made like a really sexy woman. I'm like, okay, now everybody looks like J-Lo, okay? I think they were programmed to think everybody looks like J-Lo, but they don't. So anyway, some cultural competency issues when it comes to AI that you can always you can readjust in your prompting. Legal and regulatory compliance. My best friend is an intellectual property attorney, and for her, AI is a nightmare. So it can be problematic because, there is so many issues when it comes to that we don't know about. It's just unprecedented, right? When you use ChatGPT 4, they say that you have permission to use any of the material. Sam Walton, the one of the creators of OpenAI, said if you ever get sued for copyright, we'll cover your legal costs because, when the large language model is getting information for you, it's aggregating the content from Bing and Google and other sources. It is not stealing other people's content. It's aggregating the content. It's gathering the content. Another word for aggregating, right? And then your responsibility so that you don't have legal issues is to customize the content. And so I never just take something from ChatGPT, copy and paste it. I always edit it and I put my own flavor on it. So that's what I would recommend. It's kind of like when you're cooking, right? Are you stealing somebody's recipe? No, you're inspired by it, but you're going to add your own hot sauce, your own garlic, your degree of turmeric or sesame seed oil, whatever it is that's your flavor, you're going to add it. Okay. All right. You want to be careful, especially with people you hire, that they're not overly dependent on it. I've read some Facebook posts that were written by AI that sound so generic and so bland and so contrived that I don't even want to deal with that company, right? So it could backfire on you if you're overly dependent on it. I'm going to show you within the next 5 to 10 minutes how to customize your ChatGPT. I'm also going to show you the difference between free ChatGPT and paid ChatGPT, etc. When it comes to security concerns, we're going to talk about that because, anytime you have something that's open source, like if you put something on Facebook, it's not private, right? Even if it's, you say just for friends, it's going to Meta. Meta has it. If a police person asked for it, they could get it, right? Security concerns, I know that, you want to make sure that your client, your customer's data is safe. So, I mean, if something is highly sensitive, you don't want to put it into ChatGPT. In fact, I know some companies that are creating their own version of ChatGPT internally, which is getting easier and easier to do so that it stays local within their organization. I don't think creating your social media content or your blogs is an issue, but if it's anything personal or sensitive, you don't want to put it onto a GPT system like Copilot or Gemini, Google's Gemini, ChatGPT, etc. Okay. Ethical dilemmas. Okay. So I'm sure there can be lots of ethical dilemmas like social media. Think about social media. So social media can be good because it can level the playing field. I was able to get amazing clients like Verizon and JP Morgan and Procter and Gamble, Church's Chicken, just amazing clients that I would have had to pay so much money in like mailers if I didn't have social media to organically for free promote me, right? So that's awesome. However, there are people that use social media for evil to rig elections. Okay. We've heard about election rigging, right? So there can be good and bad with everything, everything, even chocolate. Chocolate could be good in moderation, it could be bad. Alcohol could be good in moderation, could be bad if you drink. So everything has the good and the bad side, right? Um, the depersonalization issue will only be a factor if you don't listen to my AI training. My AI training teaches you customization so that you don't have the challenge of depersonalization. Because the whole reason to be on social media, and I talk a lot about social media because I'm a social media marketing consultant, um, is engagement, is getting people to like and trust you. And people don't like and trust you if they are feeling like they're talking to a robot, right? So you need to make your AI sound like you. And how do you do that? I'm going to show you. Okay. So let's answer more questions. Did I answer your question? You can dance about the drawbacks of AI. Go ahead in the Q&A if you have any questions. I'm going to take questions. Okay, I don't see any questions, so let's go on. Let's just go to the fun part, right? Let's just go to the fun part, which is the demo. Okay. Oh, wait, there's more information on how to boost sales. Okay. So part of how AI can help you with sales, don't we all love the topic of sales? Anything that's money generating, I think we all enjoy it, right? So let's talk about data collection. So one of the cool things about AI is that Shopify and also GoDaddy and also WordPress, I've noticed with WordPress, my webmaster did not know about the AI. So many of us may need to educate our webmasters if you have a webmaster about the plugins, because there are AI plugins that you can add. You don't want to do it yourself. I wouldn't recommend that because you can take down your website. I've done it before. So I always make sure I ask my girl so I do it the right way. So anyway, we need to make sure that we realize that there are certain purchasing patterns, right? So some of us have products or services that people buy seasonally, or there might be an issue with our website. Trust me, if it's difficult to purchase something, I won't buy. And I'm like a shopaholic. I will be that customer that at 1 in the morning, if I can't sleep, will go on my phone and suddenly I'm on Instagram and I'm buying something from you. But if it's difficult to buy, if you know, one of the ways you can make it easy to buy is you can have a PayPal option because most people have PayPal. And instead of having to get out their credit card in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, you can just have PayPal and they can just click on the button, boom, they're buying your product or service. But if you like, I know a lot of hairdressers and people that are like, they're like, call me or text me. Everything needs to be automated. You need to have your schedule online so that people can easily book. If I have to call you and text you and email you and go back and forth, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy serving you, serving my clients. So you want to make it easy as possible. So by using data collection, numbers don't lie, right? Just like hips don't lie, numbers don't lie. You can look and see, oh my gosh, everybody loves this product. Let me put this product first on the page, or let me use this product as the lead to other products. And then I could do a pop-up to recommend this product or that product, etc. We already talked about chat bots and mini chat, which is awesome. And it's not expensive at all. I mean, if you think about mini chat, I don't remember the price of mini chat, but if you think about hiring a full-time customer service person or even an outsourced customer service person, now you don't have to because you have mini chat. Okay. Inventory management. So the algorithm will tell you what to stock up on, what, if you have a product. If you are a service-based business, you can still identify, wait a minute, it seems like I'm so busy during this season and I'm not busy during this season. Maybe I need to create a stream of passive income where I write a book or I write, you can easily write a short book with AI where you have passive income coming in during times when the season is low. Because we all have seasonal, well, not all, but lot of us have seasons that we're more busy than others. I know for me, from mid-November to mid-January is just slow, slow, slow. So I have to make sure that I'm, working throughout the summer. So I take my break during the winter, right? Okay. Content creation for social media. I actually want to show that to you instead of telling you. I'm going to show you in a minute. Trend analysis. You know what's so cool about AI? They will show you, you can find out what your competitors are doing. Like, say your competitors are changing their prices, you could see in real time when you do your your competitor analysis, you're able to see what prices your competitors are doing. Maybe they dropped it, and you're like, oh wow, I'm missing out, right? So trends, you can also find out about social media trends. A lot of social media has to do with riding the wave of the trends, and you're able to do that with AI. Okay. Website optimization. I think the number one great thing about AI is you could create a website in like 12 minutes. And by the way, on the resource sheet that I'm going to give you, please remind me before the class ends to drop this presentation and the resource sheet right into the chat so you can have it immediately. Of course, Annie's the best and she's going to email it to you, but emailing takes time and everybody likes instant gratification. So I'll send it right away. But I have to show you something. I created a website with GoDaddy AI. Ooh la la, look at this website. So AI created this website for me. I'm like, oh, well, now that I'm teaching I should make an AI website. It made this, programs. Ooh, programs. Let's go back. And then, ooh, about videos. Ooh la la. And then even opt-in testimonials. Look, there's Annie. Aha, cuckoo, contact, boom. Is that cool or what? So that website was created by AI. My other website literally cost me $5,000 and took me, I don't know, months to make. Now, and I'm going to give you 3 different tools on the resource sheet. And one of my clients used a different tool. I can't remember the name, but it's in your resource sheet. Starts with a D, DU, and it was able to make her website so fast. So all the things that used to bog our minds and hold us up with launching and growing and scaling our business, like getting a website up, like doing our social media, like doing our email, like writing a blog, like writing product descriptions, blah, 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 blah. Now it's fast. It's fast and furious. Okay. A sales prediction. So we can use AI to predict trends based on our own past sales. So there are AI tools, which I put in your resource sheet to help you to do that. So you can make informed decisions. Very cool. Okay. Let me take questions. Aldo was asking me, what if the price varies per client? Yeah, my prices vary per client too. So you have to look into the AI tool that's right for you. There are so many AI tools, and let me tell you something. Al, who just asked that question? Was it Al? Um, was it Al? Answer. Um, If you have a problem, there is an AI tool that has already thought of the answer. And I'm about to show you not only ChatGPT 3, but ChatGPT 4. So say you want to do sales prediction for different prices. There are things called GPTs, where people have thought of that same issue and they've created a tool that's a solution for that very issue. So that's why I say write down a list of number one, tasks that you are bored with, that you want to delegate, but maybe you can't afford to hire someone. Maybe you can't afford even the time to train an intern and you just want to have an AI system that can do it for you. Write down that list and then write down your dream list of what you want AI to do. Because here's the thing, even if AI can't do it today, if you wait till next week and try again, that's how fast AI is changing and being created. It'll work. I'll give you an example. One of my clients is writing a travel book for kids. and he wanted AI to do the illustrations for him instead of hiring an illustrator. And so he went to Midjourney and Dolly, and I can't remember which one, Imagine. I can't remember which one had the best illustrations. We tried three of them, which we'll do right now. But the problem was it wasn't consistent. Every time it was generating new characters. However, I'm sure there's a GPT or a system to be able to get consistent characters for his book. And once he finds out, I'm sure he's going to share it with me. So that's the wonderful thing about AI. What you can't do today, tomorrow, because the number one companies that are being funded right now, if you read any venture capital magazines, Donald, that's executive director here at PCC SBDC for Christmas, gave me the best present, which was Wired magazine. And I read this Wired magazine and it gives me all this information. And it was telling me venture capitalists love to fund AI companies. Why? Because that is the future. And so if it can't do something for you this week, try again next week. It can. So amazing. Okay. Questions, preguntas, and then we're going to do a demo. I think we're ready for demo. Are we ready for demo? So I'm going to do a demo on how to create content, but I'm going to use your examples. So who wants to volunteer? And if you can volunteer, put yourself into the chat. Put yourself into the chat. What is your business? Give me your business, and I'll have you be the first person that is the volunteer. We're going to generate some content for your business. Just drop your business name in the chat and who is your target market. I need to know if you know your USP, which is your unique selling proposition, and your target market, which is your avatar. Put it in the chat. I'm saying in the chat so everyone can see it. Yes, David, I'm going to share the link to the AI apps at the end. Get you to stay to the end. Okay, David. David is a general contractor, Gary Construction. And David, who is your ideal target market? And then we'll go to Aldo, mobile bartender. Oh, that's so perfect. Female in her 30s with a bachelor's degree. What kind of music does she listen to, Aldo? Okay, general contractor. David, who is your target market? Let's go to ChatGPT. So what we're going to do, Public Works, perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do, wait a minute, that's my mermaid. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use ChatGPT 3 and 4 because somebody asked me a question that I do want to answer. Is what is the difference between ChatGPT free version 3.5 and 4? By the way, Google Gemini, which is another ChatGPT, I've tried it and it's not as good as ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has a 3.5, which is free. The limitations of the free version is it's only aggregating content as of, I believe, September 2021. And from my experience, it's the equivalent of a great high school student intern, whereas ChatGPT 4 is like a graduate student. So it's just going to give you higher level answers. If you look at my ChatGPT, you're like, wait a minute, my ChatGPT doesn't look like this. I've installed AI PRM, which is on your resource sheet, David, that I'm going to give you at the end. And so I've installed this. It's a free plugin and it has 4,827 prompts already written for me on how to write the best article to rank on Google, how to do this is for WordPress, how to write a detailed Yoast SEO. Oh my God, I'm going to do this on my website. So much to do. Okay, Midjourney prompt generator. Oh wow, write a book in one click. Okay, let's get back to David. Okay, so I'm doing something for David, and I'm going to do ChatGPT 3.5 first, and then I'm going to switch over to 4, and you're going to be able to see the difference. Okay, David? So David is a general contractor for public works. Okay. So please, you don't have to say please. I like to say please. It's just a habit. It's how I was raised. Create a blog. Now let's do something simple. Create a LinkedIn post. Because if you're a general contractor for public works, you want to be on LinkedIn, right? Because that's where the public works people are, on LinkedIn. Create a LinkedIn post for a general, even if I don't speak proper English, it'll translate. For a general, speaking of proper English, on GPT-4, I have a microphone and I can speak in Spanish if I don't, or Italian or whatever language I want to speak in if I don't speak in English, and it'll answer me in that language. Create a LinkedIn post for a general contractor who is targeting businesses in public works. Okay, David. Oh, wow, that's fast, David. Do you think your assistant could be that fast? Excited to announce our service is tailored for businesses and public work. As a trusted general contractor, David, we understand the unique challenges and requirements of public project, whether it's infrastructure development, facility construction. See, if you were to hire somebody off the street, they wouldn't necessarily know this information about infrastructure. I wouldn't. Facility construction and renovation projects. And I used to work for Build LACCD, and I don't know this. We've got you covered. Here's what sets us apart. So what you would do, David, is you would look at this and you're like, well, that's okay, but it's not exactly right. Right, David? You'd say, okay, well, that's kind of it, but not completely. You would just take what they wrote, David. I'm going to make a little note for you. And you would go edit, paste without formatting. If you do not paste without formatting and you just go edit, paste, it's going to look like this with a black box. So you want to do, look, they put emojis, so it pops here. And what you would do, David, is you would rewrite this to announce, instead of our services, do the name of your company. And for LinkedIn, you could tag the name of your company, David LLC, whatever your company is. Okay. And then boom, boom, boom. And then I don't necessarily love the hashtags that ChatGPT, especially ChatGPT 3.5 gives you, because it's very limited. And it's not exactly correct. General contractor is good. Public works is good. Infrastructure development is good. Building the future, no. You only really want to have 3 hashtags, otherwise you confuse the algorithm. So David could edit this, right? I'm speaking of David. I'm going to drop this link to David in the chat. Okay, so now let's go to ChatGPT 4 and let's rewrite the same thing. Okay, I'm literally going to copy and paste the same prompt I gave it, which the prompt I gave it was not that good. You will get better, the better information you put in, the better information you will get out. Okay, so now I'm in ChatGPT 4, which includes Dolly, which is a graphic designer at your fingertips. Okay. Gosh, they keep changing this. It used to be different. Now it's okay, whatever. All right, ready to go. My dog is going to think we're ready to go if I keep saying ready to go. Okay, so now look at this. Okay, so like I said, ChatGPT free version is basic, and ChatGPT 4, and they're cueing you to insert your company name, thinking that you may not know. Look at, and this is what's different about ChatGPT 3 and 4, your dance studio, is they are reminding you the importance of branding. They're also quantifying. Look what they did. Oh my God, this is so good. They're saying, how many years were you in the industry? How many projects did you work on? So because they're a master's degree student, they're giving you this, except this is where you need me in your life. Instead of only AI, this is how AI will never replace me, because what it did, it's good, but it's not totally perfect. Okay, we got to go edit, paste without formatting. So what it did was it said, put your website contact page. What ChatGPT 4 does not know is if you put your website, you get dinged by LinkedIn. And the reason ChatGPT doesn't know, because LinkedIn keeps it a secret. So how are they supposed to know? LinkedIn keeps it a secret, right? So if you put a link on the page, they will flag you and not show it. And the reason for that is Microsoft, the owner of LinkedIn, doesn't want people to leave their platform. So what you could do is you can have an image and then put the website on the image because then you won't get flagged. Or sometimes what I do is I'll go like this. I'll say DEBORAHD. It's my website. And then I won't put dot, I'll put DOTCOM. And I put spaces so then it doesn't flag me. And then they hold on. No calls. How did I get a call? That's weird that I got a call when I'm on do not disturb. That's rude. Okay, so look, they have a little link sign there. What do you think about this, David? I'm just curious about what does David think? What do you think, David? By the way, David, that document that I gave you has the old version and the new version. So far, now that you see that, what do you guys think? Do you think you like GPT 3.5 or do you think it's worth it to upgrade to 4? I'm looking at you now. What do you think? I'm just curious. And then I'm going to go to the next person. And we'll actually go over to Gemini. I don't want to be um, giving preferential treatment to ChatGPT. Jeff, it's definitely worth the upgrade. Did you see the difference? It's kind of like if I was a career counselor and I was coaching you because I used to be a career counselor. And I said, when somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, don't just say, I'm a team player. So ChatGPT 3 says, I'm a team player. I'm very good, blah, blah, blah. But ChatGPT 4 says, I'm a team player. I've had this many years of experience. I've brought this many projects to success. I did this. And you may think of it as bragging. So you probably, David, would never even say it. But because ChatGPT 4 is like, no, you need to tell the public works people what you've done. Otherwise, they won't know how great you are and why you're better than the competition. You're perplexed? Why are you perplexed, David? Ask me your question if you're perplexed. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next person. You like 4 better. The other reason that I love 4 is, let me show you. I don't know why Dave is perplexed. We'll find out. The other reason that I like 4, by the way, if you're perplexed, you definitely want to schedule a one-on-one session because I can help you to get unperplexed. All right. Can you see my screen? I'm just not in the mood to look at myself today. Okay. So boom, boom, boom. Okay. One of the things that you get with ChatGPT 4 is plugins and GPTs. So GPTs, like any question that you could possibly have or anything that you want to do, they have people that have created kind of like apps, programs that you can use. Like let's say for Dolly. Dolly is graphic design. It's an image generator, a logo generator. So 3.5. Oh, you can even rate it. Generate a logo. Is there a fee for this? 1 million. Number 2, logo creator. Can you create a logo for a construction company? Oh, that's so cool. So it's asking me questions so that it will get the best logo. The default option is vibrant. I would say vibrant. He may not say vibrant. He might say serious. I look and they're asking me questions. I want clean. So this is like if you were to hire a graphic designer, they would ask you these questions. I would say, B, look, it's going to create a logo for me. This is included with ChatGPT 4. Single logo design, 9 different options. Oh, I want 9 different options. Let's see what it does. Oh, they didn't even charge me. So the GPTs are included. And there's so many GPTs. Like they'll help you make spreadsheets, they'll help you do this, they'll help you do that. It's kind of like you want to think of ChatGPT. Oh, okay. And obviously I would give the name of the company. So they would put the name of the company. So it's giving me these different logos. Not bad. Okay. Um, so you could say thumbs up or thumbs down. So there's all these different chat. The other thing that ChatGPT 4 has is it has Dolly included. So can you make me an image for a construction company using Dolly for my LinkedIn? So say you wanted an image, like a graphic designed. You don't have to leave and go to Canva, even though ChatGPT 4 has plugins with Canva. So it will make you templates in Canva on ChatGPT. By the way, for those of you that feel perplexed, it's not going to make sense to you. And oh, they were confused. I told them I needed it for LinkedIn and they thought it was like LinkedIn. You know what I could do is I could download this and just put my logo right there. That's kind of cool. It's like a futuristic construction. So say you didn't have any pictures and you wanted to have something, you could just throw your logo right on there using Canva or whatever. Here's the image for your construction company's LinkedIn profile. That's hilarious. They took it, AI takes things very literally. Okay, so I saw some other people that wanted to we got to go to Aldo's mobile bartender. Okay, so let's try Gemini. You guys want to do Gemini? So Google has its own AI that's similar to ChatGPT called Gemini. It's calling me Latina, not to be rude or anything. It's because my Gmail's name is Latina Speaker because that used to be my keyword, and I had my YouTube channel name Latina Speaker. So it's calling me Latina. I should tell them, call me Deborah. Don't call me Latina. Um, so it's giving you kind of like prompts to help you figure out what to use it for. Help write SQL to generate a report. I don't even know what that is. That's code. Suggest a Python library to solve a problem. I don't even know what that is. Create a travel itinerary for a city. Okay, you're a local guide giving me travel tips to Santorini, Greece. Draft a 3-day travel showing me the most popular places in the city. Should have said Athens, but okay. Oh, cool. This is kind of cool. And they even gave pictures. So, when I was in Mexico on a vacation, I still had to work a little bit. And for some reason, ChatGPT was not working. And I needed to work on updating my CV resume. And I ended up using it. What used to be Bard. Those of you that are familiar with Google Bard, it's Google Gemini. There is no cost at all for Gemini. And some of you may be saying, well, what's the catch? Why is there no cost? Well, there's also no cost for Gmail. What do you think Google gets from you? It's not getting money from you. What does Google get from you? Your soul, right, Tim? Tim said data. You are absolutely right. It gets data, behaviors. There you go. There you go. So Google will give you, and same with Facebook, Meta. That's their philosophy. I'm going to show you Meta next, their graphic design. So they're not taking money from you. They are taking your soul. No, they're taking data, behaviors, so then they know how to advertise to you, right? You want to hear something really crazy? Speaking of knowing your behaviors. I have an Amazon TV and check this out. I have an Amazon TV. Amazon TV took the purchases from my Amazon cart and showed me commercials only from things I purchase, like collagen, protein powder. And part of me was freaked out by it, but then part of me was like, well, we really like it. And the next step with that is they'll have in-app purchasing where on my TV I could press a button and because Amazon already has my credit card, they just mail it to my door. How convenient is that? Scary and good at the same time. Okay, so back to Gemini. Let's do our friend. Let's go back up here. So we have a friend and his name is Aldo and he is a mobile bartender. Okay, so let's start a new chat. Okay, explain a concept in a kid-friendly way. No, I don't want to do any of that. Enter prompt here. Okay, so I am a small business owner, mobile bartender, hired by a female in her 30s for her dirty 30 birthday party. Um, for her birthday party, she has a bachelor's degree. Please, I can't help saying please. You don't have to say please. Please create a Instagram. I don't know if they can do a reel. Should we ask them to do a reel? I don't think they can. What I like to do with my AI is challenge them. I like to challenge them to do things I don't think they can do. Please create and let's just ask, okay? The worst they could say is no, right? Please create an Instagram reel, which by the way, Canva Magic can do this. So by the way, if one app can't do it, another app can. I haven't even showed you Canva Magic. Here at Pasadena Small Business Development Center, we have another webinar called Canva Magic. I'm a Canvassador. Um, so please create an Instagram reel for me to sell my services. I was going to say thank you, but I stopped myself. Gemini, let's go. Ugh, they're not creating the reel, but they're giving us scenes. Ugh, that's too much work. Open on a woman in her 30s dressed to impress. Well, I mean, if you're going to shoot something, I mean, you could take these prompts over to Canva and find these scenes and create it. That takes too much work. You could just go to Canva and have them make it. Okay, so forget the reel. Can you create it as an Instagram post for me? Let's see what they do. See, the thing is, Google Gemini does not create graphics. I knew there was a reason I didn't like Google Gemini. So if I did the same thing with ChatGPT, ChatGPT includes Dolly, which is the graphics. You don't have to go to Canva. You don't have to go to Midjourney. You don't have to go to Imagine. Everything is in ChatGPT 4. Do you see why I like ChatGPT 4? Trust me, I've tried these. This is good, but it's still too much work. It says life's too short to stress about birthday cocktails. She's a boss lady with a busy life. I do like what they said, but her celebration deserves to be effortless. That's where we come in. We're your one-stop shopping for unforgettable birthday parties. It's still the way they're speaking is not the way a millennial would speak. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT 4 and see if they'll make it. Okay, hold on. I'm about quality control for you. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT 4 and I am going to see what they do. Sorry, you lost me. Okay, I'm going to come back. Okay, we're back to ChatGPT 4 and we are going to. Okay, you still with me, Aldo? Let's see what ChatGPT 4 can do for us. So they're giving us a script. This is why we need Canva, because Canva Magic will actually do it for us. Okay, can you just. So but at least they're giving you scenes and ideas. Like this is something that a digital marketing agency would charge you thousands of dollars for. They're basically telling you fade in from back to a close up of sparkling glasses being filled with vibrant, colorful cocktails. Soft, trendy music plays in the background. Elevate your celebrations. Cut to a slow motion shot of a bartender, yourself, or a stand-in, expertly shaking a cocktail shaker. By the way, all of these scenes that they're showing you, you can find them on Spark. I don't know if you know Adobe has Spark, which has videos, or you could use Adobe Spark or Canva. Okay, let's just make a post. I don't want you to make a post because on Instagram, you want to do reels, but what you could do is you could take the post that they create and convert it into a reel very easily. For those of you that all the social media talk I'm speaking about sounds foreign to you, then definitely schedule a one-on-one session. Annie will give you a link to my calendar and I will open up some time for April. Oh, look at this, Aldo. You know it's millennials because all the guys have beards. No offense. Okay, I love it. I love it. I think it should have you shaking up a cocktail, but that's why I like ChatGPT 4. Do you see what I'm saying? What do you guys think? You guys like Gemini? Gemini's okay. I mean, Gemini's okay. I just it's just I'm just telling you. It's okay. I mean, I like it for the grease answer, but what happened to that grease answer? Where did it go? Updates, help about Gemini. Where did it put it? Oh, there it is. So it's exactly like ChatGPT. So I can go back and look. There it goes. It's giving me, oh, cable card, car ride. This is good because it's telling me what to do, where to go, blah, 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 blah. But I'm sure I could get the same thing on ChatGPT. Maybe. So you could look, maybe you want to use Gemini for personal and you want to use ChatGPT for business. Could it be? We haven't done Canva yet. Canva is really magical. Canva magic. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Canvassador. They don't pay me. They just gave me a t-shirt and a pen and a pen. And free Canva for all of you. I have free Canva 45-day link if anybody needs Canva. So one of the ways, let me just forget looking at me. Don't care about me. Let's go to Canva. Let's go to Canva Magic. So Canva Magic, how my client used it, I'm about to show you. I'm pulling it up. Besides making beautiful presentations like this, you can take pictures on your phone and make them into Instagram Reels. So by the way, if you didn't know, here we teach a Canva Magic class, PCC SBDC. If you're interested in it, let Annie know. She'll give you her email at the end. But say you wanted to do a video, right? You're a mobile bartender and you have pictures from the last party you DJ'd or not DJ'd, but that you did. So you can click on where it says uploads and choose 10 images from your phone and it will create a video for you. And you literally can tell them what to create, right? So you could say, I want it for mobile bartending. See where it says try now, try magic design. See where it says use 5 words to describe? Mobile bartender for 30-year-old females. Oh, that's making a presentation, which we can always convert to an Instagram reel. Oh, cool. This is kind of cool. It made you like a pitch deck, mixing for ladies, expert mobile bartending services. And then it's giving you this, that. Top 5 drinks for 30-year-old females, bartender for the it's taking you very literally. That's funny. But there's something called Resize Magic Switch. So I could take this and make it into an Instagram reel. Copy and resize. And it'll make it, and then you can just edit it. Open mobile video. And so you could take what they did, and you're like, okay, this is too long. I need it to be 1 second, 2 second. So you basically put your whole pitch deck into a tiny little reel. And then you can put your logo. It will actually add your logo. One of the things that Canva Pro has is all your brands. So I have my logo, my color palette, my fonts, and I say my brand voice, create content that is fun, empowering, inspiring, engaging. Oh my God, we're almost out of time. And then you could add your photos here, and then it'll put your photos in, add your graphics here, add your icons, and boom. This is why we have different AI apps for different things. Oh, that's so cool. And you could add trendy music to it. They have music too. Very cool. And then you just, when you're done and you finish editing it, you go share, download. Do not put it directly on Instagram. If you post from Canva to Instagram, you'll get lower engagement. The algorithm doesn't like you to do that. So I would not do that. Okay. So that's cool with our demos. I could demo all day long, but we will do that in a future presentation. We're going to be doing a future presentation that's going to include hands-on lab. Okay. So Now that you are aware of different ways to use AI to help your small business, you're familiar with AI tools. Now you can get started. If you want some resources, I have my resource sheet that I'm going to drop. I have a free day, 45-day trial. There's also an Instagram training if you need it. I put Annie's information. If you want to book a session with me, make sure you go through Annie to make sure she just has to double check that you are already a client of the Pasadena SBDC. Or if you're not a client of the SBDC and you're a client of another SBDC, you may be able to get a couple sessions, depends. She will let you know about that. What else? Okay, so let me give you the resource sheet. So while you're asking questions, you can put the questions in the chat. I'm just going to pull up the resource sheet for you. And then I'm also going to pull up the presentation for you. I'm going to drop it into the chat because I love you to have instant gratification. That's how I am. That's how I need instant gratification. So that's why I know you do as well. So you can just click on it. Boom, you have it. Now let me give you the presentation. So boom, you can have it. Copy link. Boom, boom. Cool. There you go. To schedule a session with me, you have Annie's information. If you want to know what's coming next, Annie can drop it in the chat. Our upcoming webinars for your pleasure. How much is the upgrade? Great question, Alexis. It's $20 a month, which includes OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Dolly. So you're getting 2 for 1. ChatGPT, Canva Magic Studio. The pricing for that, plans and pricing. So there's Pro and Teams. I have Teams. Pro trial, see prices. Canva free is $0. Pro is $119 for the year. And then I'll show you Teams. I have Teams, which is $19 a month. And then I'm able to have my assistant on here. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Any questions? And if it is overwhelming for you, it might be, or perplexing for you, it might be because it's your first time with AI. Not to worry. That's why you have me we're going to have a lot more AI trainings based on popular demand. And you can schedule one-on-one. We're going to be holding another workshop with me in April. Oh my God, thank God it's not April. I thought it was already April. I'm like, wait, let's finish March. It's called Transform Your Small Business with Generative AI. So that's those of you that, we're just getting our toe in the water and it's kind of maybe cold for some of you. We're basically going to spend the whole 90 minutes on ChatGPT, on Canva Magic, on Gemini. I'm not going to explain all of this. What is AI? You're going to have already known what AI is because you attended this. So you're going to go with that and it's all going to be demo, 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 demo. Then we're going to have a lab where I'm going to coach you one by one in your on your computers to be able to understand it. So there's the link to register. Annie's great with giving you the link. I'm going to open up more time, Annie, for April so that people will have time with me. I had closed April for a second because I was just realigning, getting my schedule together, but I'm going to open it and gets very, very booked very, very fast. So don't wait till you think you need me because there might be a 2 or 3 week wait because there's only one of me and I work for multiple different centers. Maybe 4, I think. I don't know. Can't keep track. Okay, so any questions? Q&A. So what did you learn? Tell me in the chat. What is one aha that you have? What is your aha? Give me your aha. What did you learn? What's one new thing that you learned that you're going to take out to use to grow and scale your business? Tell me what you learned. I want to hear it. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait. Well, When is the next webinar, Annie? What date is it? Let's look to see when the next webinar is to see if you should wait. It's the 18th. Oh, the 18th seems kind of far, but it's not. It really, time flies when we're having fun. It's up to you if you want to wait or not. If you want to get it right away, then there are tutorials in Canva. You just click Canva Magic and it says, try this, try that. It gives you step by step. Tim says there's so many additional uses for AI than I knew before. Financial analysis, cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. Um, let's see. Thank you. Very helpful. Less afraid of AI. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad you can dance. It's like dancing, right? First time you get on the dance floor, you're like, oh my God, what is this step? And then once you feel the music, you feel the rhythm, you're like, I like it. That's how you're going to be about AI. Okay. So many additional uses. Love what you can do with AI. Game changer. Christina, it's a game changer. It makes me so excited and happy. I can't tell you all the ways AI has helped me grow my business. It's amazing. It's like the answered prayer. If any of you have ever prayed, I just wish I could have an assistant that I could afford. AI. Okay. The different apps. Okay, great. Thanks. Also, just AI suggestions on inventory bestsellers. Um, I can benefit from AI. Yes, you could definitely benefit from AI. Whitney, I haven't used the inventory bestsellers because I don't have any inventory. So you just want to look on the AI resource sheet, and I have information on there for you, and you could do your own research. You could even go to ChatGPT. What are the best AI tools for inventory management? And they'll give you the tools. You can look at them, see which ones you like the best. Okay, so thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you being here. I know you have many choices of AI training. Thank you for flying with Deborah Deras. You're free to roam about the cabin. Happy Passover, happy Easter, happy spring, happy daylight savings time, happy Thursday. Okay, thrive Thursday because we have AI and we're empowered. We're not scared. We can use it and we can grow and scale our small business. Let's do it. High five. All right.